everybody, and welcome to another video. We start this one off with the dangers of giving an arsehole flashing lights on top of their vehicle. Yes, for some strange reason, give someone some flashing lights on their vehicle and they think they're the 5th emergency service. Instead, in reality, they're just dustmen. Nothing wrong with being a dustman, by the way, but there is something wrong in being a bad driver. And as you can see behind us here, the road wasn't empty, the road wasn't clear. He had no right in pulling out there whatsoever. There's no burning building that you're going to, there's no crime being committed that you need to be at. It's just a dustbin, a wheelie bin that you'll probably drive past anyway. So we're going in the opposite direction now. Is it something to do with rubbish or something? Is it something that they're sniffing in the rubbish that makes them bad drivers? We've got another one here in a smaller truck though, a skip van. Coming towards us. How about moving over, mate? How about moving over? I mean, that is really close. Fucking don't move over at all, does he? You saw that, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah, I was.
And if we go to the rear camera now, you can see just how close he was. When he's got room over his side, I mean, that is really, really close. He's got plenty of room over his side. I don't know why he didn't move over. Just can't be asked, can they, these people? So now in this next clip, we've got someone that's apparently just passed their test because he's got a P plate on his vehicle. I find that really hard to believe. But if he has, he's picked up an awful lot of bad habits since he's passed his test. That's for sure. Or does the P mean something else? Anyway, we're driving up here and look over to the left hand side. We're looking at that red car. When it gets to the end of its road, it will not be able to see right because there's a van there. So what do you do if you can't see? Yeah, you just pull out, don't you? Pulls out and then it goes up on the pavement. Did you see the pedestrian there? Off the pavement, there's the pedestrian over to the left hand side. Yeah, that's an awful lot of bad habits you got there since you've passed your test. So I'm just going to pause it here and show you his giveaway lines there, yeah? And that last car in them three, the last car there we're looking at. As we go back to the front, I'm going to show you again. Look at his positioning here. He's opposite that last car. He's opposite the last car. So he's obviously cut that corner. He's come out of there instead of going over to here and coming out here. So that would have given him more chance to see me as well. Yeah, some pretty piss poor driving there. Maybe that's what the P stands for. So now in this next clip we are on the mad mile. It's not really that mad anymore now that it's only a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. I'm doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is being over to the left hand side if you're not overtaking anything, that is. I do need to go out to the right in a minute because I will be turning right at the roundabout down the bottom here. We are looking at the bike in front of me though. As I start to move out to get into the correct lane to turn right, we go past the bike, which is a learner, a food delivery guy, and we're looking at the ground now on his side, on his lane. You'll see that there'll be arrows there. There's one that says it's a left turn only lane. There's another one, and there's a final one just coming up. There it is. So you would think that he wants to turn left, wouldn't you? There he goes. Oh, and he's also a Larry leg down as well. Yeah, good bit of riding that one, mate. Why have you got your leg down there? Put your leg up. That's it. There's a good boy. So in this clip, we are looking at the car in front of us here. There's a pothole coming up. It's about 1 inch deep. It really is about 1 inch deep and maybe about 8 inches wide. Look at this for an overreaction. I mean, look at it. It's there. Can you see it there? It's a teeny little thing. It's ridiculous. You ain't going to need a tractor to get you out of that. Just drive down the centre of the road like I did. Wheels either side of it. Total overreaction. I wonder if it had done that if there had been cars coming the opposite way. Now in this clip, we're just about to enter this one-way street. And I do not know how they're allowed to park like this. They're doing nothing illegal. Both of them are not on yellow lines there. But that is really tight. Emergency services will struggle to get through that gap. But as I said, it's a one-way street. Not for a food delivery guy though. They're exempt from them sort of rules. just ride down the pavement. That's all right. Now in this clip, we're on another one-way street here as we come round the bend. We're looking at pedestrians though in this one. We're not looking at cars. They're over on the left-hand side, a little bit further down. It's just the way they cross a road. You've only got to look one way really because it's one way, but you still should look both ways anyway. But look, this guy here, he steps out and he's looking at the same time. He's already got a foot in the road, but her, she's even worse. She doesn't look at all. She's more interested in what's on her phone. When did we become so bloody stupid in this country about crossing roads? If they had jaywalking laws in this country, they'd make a fortune. So a little bit further down the road, we're going into Sainsbury's on the right hand side, and I do go through an amber light, but I'm right on it as it goes. And obviously we are behind the Iceland van there that finds it so difficult to put an indicator on. Why not put an indicator on to let everyone know that you're going to be mounting the curb and parking on double yellow lines? But we're not really looking at that simpleton. Oh no, there's a bigger simpleton to come. The one coming round the bend here, all dressed in black on the wrong side of the road, with a phone to his ear, with no crash helmet on. I wonder what council estate that chav comes from. Let us know in the comments down below, or maybe you even know the parents. Oh, sorry, it's probably parent, isn't it? Yeah, how silly of me. And before all you lefties go crazy in the comment section, it's called humour, okay? Anyway, we're driving down this road here, and we've got a learner in front of us, and the learner's doing okay. We're not having a look at the learner at all. It's something coming towards us in a little while. Yes, something that we haven't seen for probably... maybe 4 videos now. Maybe I've given them a bit of a break. I've left them alone for a little while. But when you see one, you've got to put it on, haven't you? You've got to put it on. As we go through the roundabout here, everyone's doing. No one's doing anything wrong. But here we go. There it is. The Fiat 500, the trainee Audi driver with a light out. We haven't had one of them, as I say, for about 4 videos now. I'm slipping, aren't I? Now in this clip, I do get a lot of comments and a lot of emails about this little section that we're just driving into. People say I've got this wrong. There are 2 lanes down here. I'm saying no, there's only 1 lane here. If there is 2 to start, then it goes into 1 and then it goes back into 2. And I will show you now why I am correct, and you guys that say that there's 2 lanes are wrong. 2 lanes here, yes, but the lane markings stop. So there goes into 1 lane here. I know it's a big old lane, but the reason it's a big old lane here is because you've got parking bays on both sides of the road here, which reduces obviously the size of the road. Now this here is only 1 lane. This part here is 1 lane, and a lot of people are commenting and sending me emails saying no, there's 2 lanes here. Well, you try getting 2 cars safely side by side down here. They can get down here side by side, but safely. I'm going to pause it here in a second. Look at the bike and the car. Look at the gap. I know that the van is parked a little bit out of the bay, and well, it's obviously an Audi because it's always an Audi that's parked outside their bay on the left hand side. So I know that there's a little bit of a gap there that's missing, but that is not big enough for 2 cars safely, even if they are parked correctly, these vehicles. So it is 1 lane. I don't know what more proof you can have that that is 1 lane, and as soon as you get past it, it goes back into 2 lanes. So you merge and then you merge back out again. It's quite simple, but a lot of people will disagree with me still, even with showing you them still pictures there. And I will show you it from the rear as well, because it's very similar. You'll see the van to the right hand side. I don't know why he's trying to undertake me in a second. Why he speeded up there, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But these 2 are going to be fighting it off for a little bit to who's going to be merging in. It should be the van, really. The van should be in front of the Toyota there. And he does in the end. The Toyota gives ground. See, at the moment, you can get 2 vehicles in this bit, but we haven't really reached the proper pinch point of this where it is only 1 lane properly. God knows why they've put parking bays on both sides of the road here. There's enough car parks around Sutton to avoid that. And if there was only 1 parking bay on one side of the road, you'd still get them parking on the other side of the road. But here comes the pinch point. Look, one van in there, Can you get two side by side, two vehicles side by side? No, definitely not. So it is one lane. Yeah, it's one lane. I will still get emails and I will still get comments saying that there is two lanes. So now in this clip we come to a driving instructor. It's not a learner, it's definitely a driving instructor driving this car, or someone that's driving a driving instructor's car, one or the other. And it's all about speed bumps, not like the speed bump we got in front of us here that goes right the way across the road. We are talking about a little speed bump that's in centre of my lane and a little speed bump that's in the centre of his lane. Now a little bit further down the road in the distance there you can see someone going over the middle of the road to avoid both speed bumps. That's fine, he's not interfering with anyone else. But the instructor behind him affects me because it does the same route as this guy. And I have to slow down for him because he wants to drive on my side of the road to avoid the speed bump. Now, do I have to go next to him and hit the speed bump with my right wheel because he wants to drive in the middle of the road? No, that's not how it works, is it? He's coming straight through the middle of the road. I've had to slow down for him and I've got to take the whole hit of the bump. The Audi shows him how to do it. How bad of a driving instructor have you got to be if an Audi can show you up? Now, I know it was only a matter of seconds there, but it's the principle of the thing. His driving shouldn't affect me. You know, if there's parked cars on his side of the road and it makes you go over the bump a different way, then you've got to do that. You don't drive and make the person coming towards you slow down, do you? Or am I expected to take the whole hit of the bump there so that he doesn't have to? That's not the way it works, is it? Well, it's not in my mind anyway. So a little bit further down the road we come to a set of traffic lights. Cyclists, these red things up here, that means stop. You see the cyclist over to the right hand side there? No, it does mean stop, mate. Not slow down and see if there's anything coming. Then if there's nothing coming, go through them. It means stop. So now we come to some of your clips. As you can see, there's a cycle lane on the right hand side as we're looking at it, and there's a cyclist coming down it. Yeah, with an engine. Here it comes. Look, there's one glove Gladys there. Look, yeah, riding down the cycle lane. That's for push bikes, Gladys. Push bikes. And then if we keep looking down the cycle lane, you'll see another illegal cycle lane person coming down here. A little bit less obvious though, but it's not pedaling and it's going way faster than 4 miles an hour, which means that e-bike is an illegal e-bike as well. So here comes Gladys, and look, there's no L plates on it. She's carrying a passenger, so she's passed some sort of test, just not an eye test. And all the way down to the bottom there in the cycle lane. And then we were just waiting for the illegal to come down here. You know what I mean by saying illegal. Yeah, an illegal e-bike. What else did you think I was meaning? Yeah, he'll be down there. There he is. Yeah, not pedaling, going just as fast as the motorbike, or the scooter, I should say. Now we've got 2 clips involving Sadiq Khan's License to Kill assassins. If you look closely in the right hand side of the window, you will see that yellow circle. And I've got to say, I don't think I would have reversed back out onto a main road to accommodate this arsehole. No way. And the second clip coming up in a second, all about lane discipline. He wouldn't even know what a lane is. Now you've just seen me go through here, and when I said it's one lane, I did mean further up, you numpty, not here. Now this is a difficult one. I think that the car was very late indicating there, but the bike should not be overtaking leading up to a crossing on a bend. Neither though should it really. It's both in the wrong really there. But what do you expect from a food delivery guy? Traffic lights, pedestrians, red man, green light. Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter with these people. I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees it in Sutton though. But now it goes arse about face, because we've got pedestrians waiting at these traffic lights. We've got a red light. But it is a Burke in the Merc. What do you expect? Yeah. And in this clip, it is very lazy. But I do think that blob in the middle there is too big. I think it could be a little bit smaller, because that just slows traffic up, doesn't it? Going round that roundabout like that. The correct way. Now tell me that you are a foreign driver without telling me that you are a foreign driver. Yeah, first off, we drive on the left, mate. We drive on the left, not down the centre, not to the right, to the left. The blue plate at the bottom there, that gives the game away a little bit. That sort of like says, I'm a foreign driver. If you don't know what that is, it means he's a private hire driver, which normally means you're a foreign driver. And no, it's not racist, it's just what it is. When I did this job in London, there was only 5% of us that was white British. Every test and exam that I had to do to get my licence, I was the only one with a British accent. And that included the staff that was giving out all the tests and everything. They were all foreign too. And on that note, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the hype button and all that jazz. You know the drill. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.